We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. And let's get that ball.
Off play action, Jones sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jones on 3rd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And some space here. The 40, 30, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7. Seahawks nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
End of the 1st quarter with the score Giants 7, Seahawks nothing.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. They got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got Lockett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And I think they they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Flush to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I don't even know why this team shot 60, 60. Street, 53. Hey, get in the weight room.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Lockett. Oh, some strong running. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Lindsay. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Jones. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle will take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option. Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
1st down, Seahawks.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All day, dog. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get that 19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. 6. Army.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the all play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Pass complete.
Philip Dorsett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 24. Seahawks.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
57 is Mike. Mike 57.
Jones now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the turnover, it's Tua being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
2nd down and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Jones steps away to his left. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Right there, 54.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught. Shepard. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He's going to make everything happen.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, here's Tua. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton, and he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
1st and 10.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Jones finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
1st and 10 at the 48.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the